Hey, if you're watching this, you've probably either never played Minecraft or it's been a really long time and you've forgotten some things or there's been some updates that have come out. So in this series, I'm going to show you how to play Minecraft, a beginner's guide. Step 1. Hopefully your spawn looks something like this. You have trees around because you have 3 goals that you really want to do within the first day. The reason you want to get these done within the first day is because the sun is going to rise and set at nighttime. And nighttime is when monsters will spawn and try to kill you. And if you don't have these 3 goals done, you'll have to dig a hole and wait the night out. Step 1 is to gather wood. With wood, you can create tools that will help you with gathering resources more efficiently. The first and only tool I'm going to make with wood is a pickaxe. Because once you make a wooden pickaxe, you can gather stone and make a stone pickaxe and not have to go back to wood ever again with your tools. I'm chopping down this entire tree because once you do that, the logs will be gone and the tree will start decaying. This tree is not decaying specifically because these logs are here keeping these leaves active. So once I chop down all of the logs that are attached to these leaves, it'll start decaying. Sometimes stone isn't visible right off the bat, but after breaking into the ground a little bit, you can see it. So to open your inventory, you press E, take the spruce log that you have and craft it into planks. This is your crafting interface. This is where your armor will go. A shield or torches, this is considered your offhand. You can put blocks in your offhand. To place them, you just right click, and then you can break them with your fist too. If you take 4 planks and put them in the crafting area, you can make a crafting table. Place down the table, and voila! You have a 3x3 crafting grid with this little crafting book that shows you all the recipes you've unlocked so far. Once you get more and more items, more and more recipes will unlock. So say, let's take sticks for example. You unlock sticks, and boom, you get more recipes. The pickaxe is one of those that we want. You need 2 sticks and 3 planks to make your first ever pickaxe. Now, you take your pickaxe and break stone. All you need is 3 stone to make your first stone pickaxe. You go back to the crafting table, craft up your stone pickaxe, and then you never need this wooden pickaxe again. Don't look at it again. Turn away from it, forget about it. Oh, that was my stone one. Haha. I pressed Q to get rid of that, by the way. Don't accidentally do that if you're around lava later in the game. Bad mistake. You can get more stone. This handy block here is coal. Coal is very useful for lighting up dark places. Mobs, the bad guys, spawn in dark places. And so if you change the light levels in here, mobs will no longer be able to spawn. So you see that guy? He spawned because of the light levels were too dark. Oh, he's already doing damage to me. And boom. Got him. Okay. Let's be careful around here anymore. More bad guys could spawn in. That's why you want to be able to skip the night as soon as possible. I'm going to craft another axe to get more wood quickly so that we can make our first starter base. I'm getting this cobblestone in order to build a furnace, which will come in handy with food. Now that we're out of the cave, we're going to get a little bit more wood. Again, chop down the whole tree so that the leaves despawn. This is actually how you get saplings too. Those leaves will decay, and there's a random percentage, a sapling will drop. And then you can pick it up, plant it, and get more wood. Next step is to hunt for food. Any animals that you see, not any animals you see. There's some animals that don't give you food, like these foxes. But cows will give you food. Sheep will give you food. Speaking of sheep, here are some now. If you have happened to find iron, it would be better to shear the sheep with iron shears. But this is early in the game and I do not have that. So I'm going to simply take out the sheep. I need to collect 3 wool. before I can make a bed, which is how you skip the night. If you notice, the sheep gave me 3 raw mutton. It's not great to eat it while it's raw. It's not going to hurt you, but it's not going to be as beneficial if it was cooked. So what we're going to do to cook it is put down crafting table, take cobblestone that we've got, and put an 8 ring just like that to make our first furnace. Place down the furnace. I didn't get more coal. I could go back to the cave to get more coal, but I think what I'm going to do instead is use this spruce plank as my heating source and put in a log at the top. The log has to go on the top. If you put it in the bottom, it will burn. And so you can watch the log get cooked. And boom, cooking a log gives you charcoal. Charcoal does the exact same thing that coal does. It's just an easier way. You don't have to find coal. You can make charcoal from logs. And then you put in your raw mutton or whatever raw food you have. About charcoal, you can actually cook 8 pieces of food with 1 piece of charcoal. So using it for only 3 is not very efficient, but it's what I have right now. So once those 3 cook, it's still going to have 5 uses after this. And if I'm fast enough, I can put my spruce logs in there so that it will keep on making those into more charcoal to kind of preserve my materials that I've used so far. Eat that. I feel much better. My health went back up. My food went back up. At the bottom right of the screen, you see the health bar, or the bottom right, you see the food bar. The bottom left, you see the health bar. That's how you manage your life in this game. And once the bottom right, the food bar, is depleted to only 3 food bars remaining, you will not be able to sprint anymore. If you double tap the W key, that's how you sprint. If you hold spacebar, that's how you jump. That's how you move faster. If you hold control and sprint, it will keep you sprinting even if you run into stuff. How to move fast is holding control, but that's a little bit more advanced. So it used up all the uses. I got 7 uses out of it because I wasn't fast enough to put all 8 in there. But we can keep on going now. We need 1 more wool before we can make a bed. Alright, you guys, it's becoming nighttime and I still haven't found my 3rd wool. I'm actually getting scared because bad guys are going to start spawning in. I wanted the bed to be able to skip the night. So if you're playing and this happens, this is what happens. The bad guys spawn and start chasing you. Please, please be sure to get your bed so you can skip the night. Chances of dying are very likely. I'm gonna keep on looking for a sheep. Oh, I found a village instead. Okay, so if you happen upon a village, this is a safe place. These guys are friendly. And you can eventually trade with them too. But he's in a bed, and I just right click it to use it and take the bed from him. And voila. I don't need to make a bed. I can simply break his and take it. And now I have a bed. I have some tools. I have 1 food. And then it's daytime again. The bad guys are no longer out there. They get burnt up to a crisp. And we can keep on going. If you happen to find a village, if you get lucky like I did, raid the village, loot it, find everything that's in it. There are chests with goodies that if you go in here, this is librarian's house. There are chests with goodies. Let me find one. Aha! Here's a chest. You open it up and it can give you armor, which is important. Above the heart now, you will see there's no bars there. But once I push E and take my armor and put it on, I now have 3 iron rating. A 3 armor rating, really, is what an iron chest plate gives you. If you keep on searching, there's going to be other chests with food in it, paper, a map. This was good. This was a good stroke of luck. You won't always be that lucky. You need to find 3 sheep to make a bed. One problem that I wanted to mention before is that I found 2 black wool and 1 white wool. And if I attempt to make a bed out of that wool, it will not work because all of the colors of wool have to be the same. So what I would have to do is either find flowers to dye the wool all the same color, or find 3 sheep of the same color, and then they will be compatible and be able to make the bed. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding a white sheep. There we go. Found them all. Go back to the crafting table, and then you can make your first bed. I stole my first one, but I made that one. There we go. You can see the different types of trees. Oak is here, birch is here, and spruce. And they all make the same tools, but they look a little bit different for whenever you're building your base. And you could end up crafting and making blocks to build your own base, but I think since I found this little village, I'm just going to call it my home. This is my home now. We have our first starter base. Can put up those 2 there, put down the bed, and when you put down your bed, you want to right click on it as if you're sleeping, and you'll reset your spawn to where if you die, you will always come back here. Thank you for watching this first episode of the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you do, like and subscribe, and I'm going to be posting more, so let me know down in the comments other tips and tricks that you found or what you want me to cover next. Thanks. Bye bye.